Why does the softest force endure while the hardest pressure eventually fades? What moves without resistance yet shapes everything it touches? What never rushes yet always arrives? Water flows without argument. It meets the world as it is and still changes it. This quiet truth is often overlooked because strength is usually imagined as force, as pressure, as pushing forward at all costs. But water reveals another path, a path where winning does not require conflict, where progress does not demand struggle, where endurance is born from calm acceptance. Water begins without urgency. It gathers slowly, drop after drop, without sound, without display. It does not announce intention. It does not seek permission. It simply exists and moves. When the ground slopes downward, water follows. When the land rises, water waits. When the path narrows, water adjusts. Stone appears, cold, solid, unmoving. Water does not confront it. There is no collision, no rebellion, no wasted effort. Instead, water studies the surface. It traces the smallest opening. It leans into gravity. It finds what yields. Sometimes it flows around the stone, sometimes beneath it. Sometimes it lingers, almost still, as if doing nothing at all. And yet time passes, edges soften, surfaces smooth. Forms that once seemed permanent begin to change. Not through violence, not through force, but through consistency. Water never defeats the stone in a single moment. It outlasts it. This is the art of non-resistance. Non-resistance is not weakness, it is clarity. Water does not deny reality, it accepts it completely. And through that acceptance, it reshapes what once seemed immovable. This is why water always wins. Because it does not waste energy fighting what cannot be changed, it conserves strength by flowing with what already exists. Force creates friction, friction creates exhaustion, exhaustion leads to collapse. Water avoids this cycle entirely. It moves without tension, progress without strain, endurance without burnout. In traditions that value patience, it is understood that calm persistence outlasts sudden strength. What remains steady is rarely broken by time. Water embodies this wisdom perfectly. It does not seek immediate results. It trusts duration. It trusts continuity. It trusts that movement, however gentle, will eventually compound. What appears insignificant in the moment becomes undeniable over time. This is where non-resistance becomes power. Resistance locks energy in place. Non-resistance releases it. When force meets force, both sides weaken. When calm meets resistance, only resistance erodes. Water teaches that winning is not about overcoming. It is about remaining, remaining present, remaining adaptable, remaining in motion. The world is filled with immovable shapes, fixed patterns, rigid expectations, harsh constraints. Water never attempts to shatter them head-on. It respects their presence, then quietly finds another way. This is mastery without dominance, strength without noise. There are moments when pressure invites pressure, when resistance demands resistance, when force seems like the only option. Water chooses differently. It bends so it does not break. It yields so it can continue. It pauses so momentum is preserved. This is not surrender. This is intelligence. What cannot be changed immediately can be changed eventually. And what cannot be moved today may soften tomorrow under steady presence. Water never asks whether the stone is fair. It never argues with the slope. It never resents gravity. It accepts conditions fully and then works within them. This is why it always arrives. Because it does not fight reality, it cooperates with it. From this quiet behavior, three mental shifts emerge. The first is to release the need to push. Force feels productive, but it often signals misalignment. When effort creates constant friction, direction may be wrong. Water teaches that progress improves when pressure is replaced with alignment. Instead of asking how to push harder, ask how to move more naturally. Instead of insisting on one path, Observe where movement already flows. Non-resistance does not stop progress. It refines it. The second is to trust time as a partner. Water never rushes, yet it never stops. Urgency demands results now. Endurance allows results to mature. Small movement, repeated calmly, becomes transformation. What seems too slow is often simply invisible in its early stages. Time is not an obstacle, it is an amplifier. Water succeeds because it remains present long enough for time to do its work. The third is to stay in motion, even gently. Stillness can be intentional, but stagnation dissolves momentum. Water may slow, it may pool, it may appear still, but purpose never freezes. Even the quietest flow is still movement. Progress does not require intensity. It requires continuity. Remaining in motion, without tension, without urgency, is often the most sustainable path forward. Water never demands recognition. It never claims victory, and yet everything bears its mark. Valleys form, canyons deepen, surfaces transform, all without conflict. This is the victory of softness, the triumph of patience, the success of those who do not resist reality, but work with it. Non-resistance does not mean passivity, it means precision, choosing where energy flows, choosing when to act, choosing when to wait. Water understands this balance intuitively, and because of that understanding, it never loses. If one insight from this quiet journey stayed with you, share it below. Which lesson flowed deepest? And let the movement continue.